All right, with 50 days to go until the election, let's dive into Polymarket's 2024 forecast and map out the electoral votes using betting odds for Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. We're doing it differently, though. We'll fill in the map as the polls close, starting on the East Coast and moving west. This gives you a clearer picture of how election night might unfold. But before we get into the details, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for your support. First, we'll look at the states where polls close at 7:00 p.m. These will be the earliest results on November 5th. If a candidate has more than a 95% chance of winning, we'll call it solid. 75 to 95 is likely, 55 to 75 is lean, and anything between 52-55 is a tilt. And in the first group of 6 states, Trump is a lock for Indiana, Kentucky, and South Carolina. He's got about a 99% chance in all 3. He's won them easily in the last 2 elections. Harris will take Vermont, but Virginia and Georgia are tighter races. Let's start with Virginia. Harris has an 89% chance of winning, which is solid, but Trump still got an 11 shot. If Biden were still in the race, Trump might even be favored now. Before Biden dropped out, Trump briefly led in the polls, and Democrats had a narrow 57% chance of holding Virginia. The state has been shifting right, but Harris should still win, just not by Biden's 10-point margin in 2020. We're calling Virginia a likely blue state. Now, Georgia is leaning Trump's way with almost a 60% chance of flipping it back. Georgia turned blue in the last election, with Biden barely winning by 0.24. But right now, the general belief is Trump's going to win it back. He carried Georgia by over 5 points 8 years ago, and while his odds have dipped a bit, it looks like he'll take the state back, which is key for his path to the presidency. That season, 30 p.m., polls will close in Ohio, West Virginia, and North Carolina. Trump will win West Virginia by a huge margin, over 40 points, so no surprises there. Ohio is a little more competitive, but it's still leaning red. It used to be a bellwether state, meaning it always picked the president for almost 60 years. That's changed, though. Yeah. Trump has a 92% chance of winning Ohio. He performed really well there in 2016 when people thought Clinton might win. And in 2020, he held on almost the same margin, despite expectations that Biden would do better. Ohio will likely go to Trump, but it just misses being a solid red state. Lastly, North Carolina is more of a battleground. Trump won it in both 2016 and 2020. He took it by nearly 4 points in 2016, and even when he lost states like Arizona and Georgia in 2020, North Carolina stayed red. The polls all pointed to a Biden win, but Trump pulled it out. Now he's got a 56% chance of winning again. It's a close race, but Trump is slightly favored to keep North Carolina red. Thanks for watching. See you next video.